How many people would you say put on this exterior of the correct opinions behind closed doors? You've realised actually don't hold to all the airs and graces of society. Is it
A great deal,
lot?
as much as
Yeah.
any other hypocrisy. So many liberal intellectuals I know, say highly disparaging things about black people in private. About talk
Yeah.
about their frustration with teaching some, unintelligent black students.
So when I'm watching these guys that you're playing who are walking up to the line and saying,
Yeah.
look, they're walking up to that line and saying the truth that is acceptable. I shouldn't take away, I'm frustrated with you, you liberal cuck. I should take away from that. You're dog whistling to me what you actually think, shouldn't I?
You
I
should
suppose.
take away that they're doing the best they can in a particular circumstance. So more prestigious your position, the more you have to adhere to careful critical discourse, right? The quicker you'll be removed from your position. And they're doing the best they can in a challenging position. And if we were in their position, we would not be more frank than they are. Like, we wouldn't throw away our marriage and our job and our career and our social standing just to give blunt truth about female Secret Service agents.
I had this vague memory from 2016 about Trump's own private security, that this was a clash. There's lots of articles about Trump's private security. And apparently when he became president-elect, there was this clash. He wanted to keep his private security team, and it was run by a guy called Keith Schiller.
And the Secret Service hates that.
There's dozens of articles online from 2016 saying what a terrible idea this was for Trump, how he was endangering the president. I'm thinking now, Trump should have that private security that he'd built over decades through loyalty and service, and he could. I imagine he was ruthless as an employer. Like probably a bit like he was on The Apprentice in real life, but I know that was a media image. But this team that he built up, he could have that now on the ground with him at these events, and not by the looks of it, they'd be much more probably reliable than the Secret Service in many ways.
Yeah, and the Secret Service made a convincing point that Keith Schiller would often get in the way when they're trying to accomplish things, and he was actually endangering Trump's security. And given the complicated nature of reality, I'm sure that was at times true. So at times, having your private security would be to your advantage, and other times it would be to your disadvantage. It's not like there's one definitive answer to this.
No, it's true. And I think you've probably hit on something. You're the only person I've heard talking about it, reporting on that Trump probably played into this somewhat. So his reckless use of Secret Service or something. And,
yes.
His own decisions, probably foolishness, his overuse or, to protect his own assets and stuff. I imagine this is probably the case, and he's probably he's probably sowing what he's reaped earlier on. And
reaping what he's sown, he's reaping the whirlwind from his own selfishness, venality, and he's just not very good at running things, and he didn't do much to improve the Secret Service when he had power, and he denied proper security to Joe Biden.